Hi YouTube, if there's anybody there, let me know. I'm still footing about with Prism software. Yeah, microphone's working now. Have we got a chat? I did set one up. Let me have a quick look. We have got a chat. Good evening. Hi Craig, how are you doing, mate? Always nice to know people can actually... Dave, how are you doing? 4 viewing, 2 have commented. Come on, you other 2, don't be scared, your mother wasn't. Mr. Newman, good evening sir, how are you? I'm just firing up the tablet so I can see the chatting on a bigger screen. Because we're getting old, like you see, so. Who's that? Alstein. Hey mate, how are you doing? And Mo, good evening to you, how are you? You? No. MV shaves. Just trying to find myself on my tablet so I can 5. Live streaming, there we are. Volume turned down. I can now see you on a big screen. I can read the chats. So how is everybody? Had a good weekend? Is the audio okay? Not that I can do much about it. And is the video okay? Somebody could comment and let me know. It would be appreciated. That make you happy more, did it? Spurs getting battered by the Gunners. I was watching the rugby this afternoon, so I couldn't tell you what happened. Anyhow, before we go any further, tonight's video is not sponsored by Arbalawa. This is a 12-year-old double malt cask or double cask matured whisky. However, Arbalawa, if you'd like to sponsor the channel, please get in touch. Cheers, folks. Great picture apart from your face. Because I was watching my TV, Scott, you know what I mean? Oh wait, no, yours blew up, didn't it? Sorry about that. Your chat at the tablet is behind and slow like Scott. Craig, oh that's a cracker mate, I like that one. Is it 0.1%? No Dave, it's not. It's probably, I think it's 44%, something like that. So it's not Dave friendly. So we'll give it a few more minutes. So when I said I was doing the live shave, Craig Will came up and said, oh, use Wickham's Club Cola. No, I'm not using Wickham's. I'm using something that I haven't used for a long time on camera. Or for a long time, actually. It's an American soap. And I don't generally use many American soaps. We're using PAA Doppelgänger. PAA, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. This is Doppelgänger Black Label. As you can tell, it's got a black label on it. And this is from Recollection, a take on Sauvage. I think I've only used it. I've used it twice. It hasn't seen much use. And we also have the Match and Splash. And you remember the CVs that Doug from PAA, Douglas from PAA did with Mass Pazasek? I sent, we did one about vintage aftershaves. Cheers. And Douglas was after one, and I managed to source one and sent it over to him. So he came back and asked what I wanted. So CK6 had just come out. So I said, CK6, I haven't got Sauvage scent, so I'll have Doppelgänger or Black Label. So he was good enough to send one over to compensate for the shipping costs to the States and the stuff that he couldn't get. The brush is the Alpha Shaving El Gordo with a 28mm 2-bed synthetic knot in it. 9 people watching. Okay, so we're getting there. The blade and the razor were Coercions by Craig Will. The blade is a brand new Gillette stainless red. These are from 1983 I think, from Czechoslovakia. Really good blade. That's what they look like when they come out the packet. And if I don't get 10 shaves out of this one, it's a dud. Yeah, very second best El Gordo. Yeah, Scott, yours is nice and shiny, isn't it? Just like yeah, nice and shiny. That's too much use. Anyhow, let me just. No, I don't want to do that one. No, I don't want to do that one. That's the one I want. Well, unlike a lot of channels on YouTube, we could go for this one, couldn't we? And if I repeat that every 15 seconds, not only is it annoying as shit, but you'll soon get pissed off with it. There we go, done with them. And you brought your mate along, Dave. Silver's the best, folks, that's what I've got. Because I couldn't find anything else on second hand. Because I didn't want to pay full price for it. Tight gate. And the razor. Let's move on, shall we? Is still dry. I didn't drop it. Good start, Martin. You've been good so far. You found it for me. Yeah, well, there you go. What are friends for, hey? The razor is this bad boy. It's the, well, that's the box for it anyway. It's not in the box at the moment. It's in my hand. It's this bad boy. It's the Homelike Taiga, which is a Russian Gibbs razor in all essence. Just take the battery out of something I dropped in the water so it doesn't short itself out, but it's probably knackered now. So it's a Russian Gibbs razor. This is what the Razor Emporium ambassador should have been, in my opinion. This is one of the first ones from the first version, number 9. This version came with 2 heads, solid bar head, and it also comes with a open comb head as well. And that there is a handle sleeve, which is titanium. It's got a stainless steel one fitted at the moment. It does take a little bit of weight out of it and give it a bit more head weight They are still trading, but I don't know how the hell you'd get one with the sanctions that are in place at the moment. So you basically unscrew the bottom, that section pulls out, there's no retaining clips or anything else like that. There are a set of alignment marks on that side of the head. Basically you line all them up, and the top cap comes off, shows the retaining bars for the blade. Blade goes in. 11 people. Come on, if you're watching it, join in the chat and speak up. So there's the blade. That's it back together with all the alignment marks on the same side. And then the screw goes on. This doesn't zero at all. It goes down to just below 1 on the settings there, and you basically take it from there. So we'll start off at number 4, and there's no retainer on it, but it doesn't spin that easily. So anybody who's just joined the chat, we're using PAA black label, Doppelgänger, with the best Elgato brush you can get, the black one. And this one's got a 2-bed 28mm synthetic in it from AP Shave Co. Just change the water over in the sink. Give me a tick. Say hello to this video's not sponsor. Cheers folks. Which is Aberlour double cask whiskey. Aberlour, I know you don't sponsor the channel, but hey, if you'd like to. Water's cold, right, I've got a flask of boiling water, so I'll just put some of that in the sink. Makes life easier to run. I see Prism Life puts a stamp in there now. Everything's still working fine for everybody? Audio, video, everything else? Soap, brush, soap. So just dampen the tips. I used this brush this afternoon to shave the head. Well, I used a razor, but I used this for the lather. So it's been a long time since I used CK6. I thought I'd use CK6 because Mr. Newman likes his soaps to have a lot of butters. So, can't really think of a better soap really than CK6 to tick all those boxes. He also likes winter scents at the moment because it's still winter. So I think Sauvage helps tick that box as well. It's certainly hardened up from what I remember. The last time I used it, was on camera. It's been sitting in a drawer ever since. That's a long time ago. So it's been a while. So do you like CK6? I know Craig did, and then he thought, "Look this, I'm going to start using Sterling again." Why did you make the switch, Craig? Just out of interest. And while we're waiting for Craig to respond, more. So that will put you, what, 5 points clear in the Premier League? I think I've watched 3 Premier League games this year. No, those have been, well, 3 match of the days, highlights. Shows you how much football I follow, or soccer, if you're in the US. cost. No, that'll be your excuse, Dave, because you're a tight ass. You almost make Newman look generous. I couldn't think of any more ways to advertise the fact I was doing a live shave with Instagram Reel, YouTube Short, YouTube Community, couple of posts on Facebook. I couldn't really think of any other ways to get the message out there. The community post didn't see that many people seeing it. Not sure about Instagram or the crap on Facebook. So Scott, what's next? That's where Craig's has written War and Peace. The splashes or scents don't last very long. Well, it's a splash or a scent, isn't it? It's not an eau de parfum. It's a splash. It's never going to last very long. Our water's that good, they make whiskey with it. But we do have very soft water. We are blessed in that respect, but they do make whiskey from the local water. Let's see, you have a game in hand, okay. Might have to watch next weekend because there's no rugby on next weekend. No. Six Nations having a break for the week so they can all get the bodies fixed. One way you can sort your water out, soften it a little bit, is boil it in the kettle and keep it in the fridge. Obviously then you could heat it up in the microwave because you're already going to take a lot of the problems out of it. That would soften it a little bit. You could use bottled water, that just makes it pretty expensive. But no, we do have exceptional water where I live in the northeast of Scotland. What's the whiskey? Avalawa 12-year-old double cask. Not sponsored, I wish it was. I always tend to have a whiskey during the live shaves, just for shits and giggles really. So I'm guessing by the colour it's spent a bit of time in a sherry cask. Yeah, American oak and sherry oak casks. So just because the redness, you can tell it's been in a sherry cask. Do you like whiskey, Ian? Scotland, France should be good given a fortnight. The French will trash you, Craig. Let's be honest. The way the French are playing this year, no one's going to beat them. Pull the live chat back up. Ever tried Balvenie double wood? I've got a bottle downstairs. I was actually going to bring it. I was going to use that one tonight. It's sitting at the front of the cupboard, understairs cupboard, along with 80 other whiskies, and it's at the front next to a couple of bottles of Old Pulteney. There's a bottle of Old Pulteney 12 and a bottle of Noss Head, which I quite like. No, you did put Survivor on them. Yeah. Awful. They haven't been that good. They were shite yesterday. Doesn't have any passion. Anyhow, the razor is a Homelike Taiga from the first batch. We're now on version 2. I think they only made 100 of these. And it's got a Gillette 1983 from Czechoslovakia Gillette Red Stainless inside it. It's been a long time since I used the Taiga. Empty the flask out. It has been a long time. This is the back of the cupboard behind about 4 bushes. I know it's in here somewhere. And a flash gun and a camera body and keep Craig happy. See that first pass there? I could go to work on that. I haven't said that for a while. That'll keep Craig happy, that comment. So I'm always curious as to why people go, well, I bought this shaving splash and it doesn't last very long. Because it's a fucking shaving splash, you ick. If you want a scent to last long, buy an eau de toilette or an eau de parfum. Shaving splashes are never going to last the same length of time. They're not going to have the same projection, silage, longevity as an eau de parfum. They're probably more akin to a weak eau de cologne, a shaving splash. That's one of the reasons why I'm not big on having a soap and splash set. If I like the scent, I'll buy an eau de parfum to go with the soap. Like I did with Wickham's Apricus. So I like the scent. So I bought Eau Sauvage by Dior. Not this Sauvage, that's the Johnny Depp one. The Eau Sauvage from 1967 by Dior, the original one. That's what Apricus is based off. I've got the balm and I think I've got the splash as well. But I've also got the Eau de Parfum. So right, we've been on setting 4 for the first, not 2.5, don't need to cause any aggravation on the skin. Bit of blood, Scott, you'd be happy with that, there'll be blood. Okay, Craig, on Thursday I was out with my little wife. Before I went out, I put on 6 sprays of Tour de Hermes, and she could still smell it 14 hours later. That wasn't from a bottle, that was just 6 sprays, and 14 hours later you could still smell it. Put it on at 9 o'clock in the morning. When we went to bed, 11 o'clock or so, she was just like, I can still smell that. Are you sure it's 2.5, not 9? You spotted the mistake in the last one. There was not many people commenting on it. Not many people stick around for videos for that long. It's definitely 2.5, I've just checked. I don't know why I'm going that way, I should be going that way really, but hey. I watched a cracking video on YouTube the other day from a maker, a Danish lad. I remember, I'll try and put a link later on in this video, you know, about in relation to woodworkers, for example, which is what he is. Why you don't see the same people kicking around that you did years ago, why videos have moved on. People only doing basically giving their opinions on certain power tools, that sort of stuff. The evolution of YouTube, so to speak. And he goes into it quite well. And you can draw many equivalents to wet shaving on YouTube. You see certain channels and you know for a fact that everything's come from Yaki, and it's just a promotional video. It should be highlighted as such at the bottom. This is it's not a paid, well, it is a paid promotion because you get it for free. But it was quite an interesting and thought-provoking video as to how things progress over time. The best sort, in my opinion, is MMGP. Excellent stuff from Scotland. I was going to comment on MMGP because they also make this scent. I believe it goes by the name of Thor, which I've got a sample. I don't have any MMGP soaps. I've got enough to use up without buying more. Cheers. But as and when the time comes to add a soap, I'll certainly be looking towards MMGP, because it's probably the Scottish equivalent of PAA for butters, post-shave feel. From the sample I've tried anyway, very good soap base. I think the one I tried was Tour de Hermes. And just by having 5 or 6 Tour de Hermes eau de parfums or eau de toilettes. Decoration Grooming have put all their production over to Sterling, I believe. That was the last I read on it anyway, so out of business is probably right in some respects, But you've got to ask yourself, is that because of the climate, the trading climate, that the tango man with a big blonde comb over has caused across the pond? D&G, okay. That Boriston man, is it? It's an American soap. Don't buy them, don't care. That's that one sorted out. Next conversation. Yeah, but have D&G gone out of business because of tariffs and the tango man? So obviously they've got to buy stuff, ingredients, to make their soaps, of which they were paying a tariff for. Now, do they pass that cost on to the consumer, i.e. you, and then you don't buy it? Or do they try and absorb that cost, cut down their overheads, reduce the profit margins, and try and keep the lights on? The come over tango man has a hot to answer for. They're not just in the States. I live about 15 miles north from his two golf courses, or two of his golf courses in Scotland. And I'll give him his due. He designs a good golf course, but the bloke's a tosser. Oh no, Martin's just called the American president a tosser. It's after 6 minutes. Nobody ever watches far the video when it goes on the channel. We only watch 6 or 7 minutes worth, and that's it. So this time of length in, you can almost say what you like. We are done with blood. That'll keep the human happy. Day to day. Digesmus, yes, it is. It's a very good. I did have a sample of that a few years back, and it is a very good soap base, and it is a very good take on turd hermes. You are spot on. Alex, how you doing, mate? But no, Trigesmus from Declaration Grooming was a really nice soap. My guards used to have stock. I'm not sure if they still have, or whether they've cleared the shelves. And yeah, this is normally the bit where I say see in a minute, but it's a live shave, so you've got to stick around while this shit goes on. Never mind, what a shame. Hi Michael, how are you, mate? You're a little bit late into the proceedings, so I'll give you a quick rerun should you wish to rewatch it. We use PAA Doppelgänger Black Label, which is a take on Sauvage by Dior. And that was lathered up, or has been lathered up, with a black off-shaving El Gordo brush with a 28mm 2-bed knot in it. The razor of choice was one that you don't see very often on camera. It's a Homelike Taiga, the first version, with that's a fully stainless version. Inside there was, or still is, a Gillette red stainless. And this is my post-shave routine. Everything's going well, mate. It's been a good weekend. Yesterday wasn't great. Out playing golf about 5 holes my back locked up just with the cold. Just kept on playing, even standing over a putt, holding the putter, just like, my back's locked, I can't move. It was painful. I had a nice warm shower this morning and a bit of a massage, just with a massage, like the massage sticks, the back rollers, 10 minutes for one of them, and we've been fine all day. It's been really nice. But today was nice. It was actually 11 degrees Celsius, so it's at 22, mid-50s. It's the first time we've seen that temperature this year. Blue sky and sunshine. It was nice, been a nice day. And tomorrow we start a new job, which will be interesting. And we'll see how that one pans out. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the whiskey. Abalawa 12-year-old double cask, in case anybody's interested, or in case Abalawa wish to sponsor the channel. Cheers. You can't beat having a bit of whiskey while you're having a drink, or a coffee. I always enjoy coffee and a shave. We've been raining in Edinburgh. We've had bright blue skies, mate. It was raining later on this evening, but this morning when we were out, the best day so far this year on the golf course. It was lovely. And before anybody asks, I'll play Curtain Bay. If you want to look it up, go Google it. Scott, don't bother. Your Google doesn't work. That's basically the first part of my post shave. I haven't bothered changing the water in the sink. That'll be fine. One thing I like to do when I'm just shaved, instead of rubbing the towel aggressively over the skin, you've just dragged a really sharp blade over. When you first go, just blot it. Take most of the moisture off, then you can rub it dry. But a good blotting first of all certainly cuts down on the aggravation. I'm going to have a vape. Jason, if you scroll back to the beginning of the chat, mate, hiya, good evening by the way, didn't see you there. Me and Mo had this conversation with me. Apparently he gave Spurs a good spanking, so congratulations. I was busy watching Italy getting spanked by France. But the post shave with the excess soap is an exceptional method, and it's cheap. You've already paid for it. You're getting butters and everything else from the soap, and you might as well make the most of them as a moisturiser. So the splash, we have the matching Black Label splash from PAA. Jay, say you well here. It's quite a large restrictor on the bottle. There's a good amount of alcohol in that. I've had eau de parfums listed and that stuff. But there we go. Second time was a lot better. Anyhow, we're 14 minutes and 20 seconds in. And I've got to try, oh yeah, I can see how to end it. I can see the ending button at the top of the screen. Took me sudden ages this afternoon to get this thing to work again, because I hadn't used it for so long. And the full interface had changed. It used to be before, when you set it up, there was a little button so you could do a live but have it go unlisted so no one would see it, or private. Couldn't find that button, so I just pushed it. Did a 17-second live video, which some people saw, just to make sure that that was on the left and everything else was all tickety-boo and everything was working okay. And then I deleted it. I got a comment, do you know you've just been live? Yeah. Didn't have any choice because I couldn't find the button. I still can't. But we know it works now, so hey. So we'll get the razor dried off. This is what the Gibbs Ambassador should have been. The only difference between this and the Ambassador is this one, because it's got different base plates. That part there swivels, so you just have to line it all back up and make sure it's all tight with the handle, and then it all just flies back together. But it also has an open cone base plate as well, just to make life a little bit more interesting. And you know when something's not lined up because it just sticks like that. When it's all lined up, everything fits together nicely, and you just tighten the screw at the bottom. The Gibbs with the returning clips a little bit better. Alternatively, save a lot of money and buy a Merca Progress, which I think is an exceptional razor. Right, we are done, folks. So if anyone's got any, you have my address to send me the razor to, mate. Hey, you know what? We'll see. And that's not a yes and it's not a no. We'll see. If anyone's got any questions or comments, ping them away. We'll give it a couple of minutes while we finish the stream. I haven't finished the whiskey yet. Abalawa, 12-year-old double cask. Live shaves are a bit different. Quite enjoyed them. Haven't done one for an awful long time. Some channels have never done them. How does that work out? You know what I mean? You gotta have a bit of a laugh with people, and I'm just reading the chat. Have I ever got into Castle Forbes? No, I haven't. I did have one of their soaps. It was a lime soap. No, it was 1445 I had, but I've never been to Castle Forbes. I know it's in the county of Aberdeenshire, but in my last job I used to cover the county of Aberdeenshire, and it's quite large. I don't know exactly where it is, but no, to answer that question, I've never been there. Cheers, Craig, thanks for stopping by, and enjoy your shave. Are you using sterling, just out of interest? Just thought I'd ask for a friend. But we are done. So if you've got any questions, comments or anything else, leave them below. Thanks for watching, thanks for joining in the chat and attending the live, and we'll see you in the next video, and there'll be another live somewhere down the road. We'll work that one out later on. So thanks for watching, bye for now.